Hello, my name is Daniel Yuck. Thank you for watching today. I appreciate you, your time, and your support. In today's video, I want to talk about why tattoo scarring happens. Not only that, I want to share with you an assortment of different images of what tattoo scars actually look like, so that way by the end of this video, you will be able to spot scarred tattoos. Should you have any questions at any point throughout this video, I'm going to encourage you to drop a comment down below. I will do my absolute best to assist you in the best possible direction. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and ring that bell for me, as I will be bringing more videos like this for you all. I do also have social medias under the same name as my YouTube channel. I have Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok, all under the same name as Daniel Yuck. I would appreciate the support over there as well. With that being said, let's get right on into this. Let's go over the technical reason why tattoo scarring happens. Scarring can happen from poor technique resulting from tattooing into the deeper dermal layers. As these tissues attempt to heal, scarring can develop from the skin producing collagen. Instead of a smooth finish, you could be left with art that's raised like keloids or sunken in. The colors may also be distorted. Let's get into a touchier topic real quick before we get into some more visual demonstrations here. Who is at fault, the client or the tattoo artist? And in my professional opinion, I feel it is 110% on the tattoo artist. Reason being is because when we apply a tattoo, we as a tattoo artist, we have to be familiar with the technical application. We have to know how to apply tattoos when we are tattooing before we ever touch human skin. So I feel it's our responsibility as the tattoo artist to do our due diligence, practice on fake skin enough to have gotten us to a point where we're very familiar with all the fundamentals such as lining, shading, dot work, packing, and then we continue on over to human skin. Oftentimes, the reason why scarring happens is because a tattoo artist may not have been familiar with what they were doing, whether it was needle depth, hand speed, and voltage. All of these variables have to be aligned each and every single time we go needle to skin. So if you're just starting out and people are hounding you to tattoo them, practice on them, I would highly recommend to stay responsible, remain patient, and practice on fake skin. Get the fundamentals down, really learn the fundamentals on fake skin before we ever touch human skin. This is a far better approach. Scarring is going to be different for everyone. Some people may scar easier over others, which is why I feel practicing and really learning our fundamentals is going to come in handy. Now, let's get into some visual demonstrations as to what different types of scarring may look like. Some common symptoms that we may experience with tattoo scarring are going to be raised or sunken areas somewhere throughout our tattoos. So for example, you can see this snake design right here is experiencing a lot of raised lines because of the technical application the artist used. Whether their hand speed was too fast, their voltage was too high, or their hand speed was too slow. It's really hard to say by just looking at this design, but what we can say for sure is that this is definitely scarred. If you run your finger over a healed tattoo and you feel textures anywhere throughout a tattoo, more than likely those areas where you feel textures are scarred. Another great example of a common scar is going to be this one right here. As you can see on the top of this hand, this scar is sunken in. The one before was raised. These are sunken in, and I guess depending on the technical application and maybe skin type would determine if these scars are raised or sunken. It's really hard to say when that happens. However, everyone experiences scars differently, so some may experience raised while others experience sunken. My theory is with raised lines, maybe the voltage was too high, kind of chewing up and eating the skin, and where they're sunken, maybe the hand was too rough and the application was too rough for the skin. That's my theory. I'm not sure if that's correct. However, that's kind of how I look at raised and sunken scars. Or that process in reverse. You can kind of get the idea though on what I'm trying to say with that concept. Now, let's take a look at a different type of scarring, which is also known as keloids. So you can see right here on this tattoo, this scar stands out quite a bit. You can see it's more of a bump on the area where there's more ink deposit, and you can kind of see where the lines raise as well. It kind of looks like not only did the lines raise, but they also kind of spread within width as well, kind of distorting the entire design. This is another common occurrence that can happen when tattooing. When we are experiencing these sort of healing results, 10 times out of 10, it is going to be on the tattoo artist end. This is going to fall on the technical application. We as a tattoo artist, again, should be familiar with the technical application, and at the very least, when we're dealing with more sensitive skin, know how to build up a tattoo in a manner that's not going to leave scars, keloids, raised, or sunken skin. Here is another great example of textured skin, and you can see by the angle of this one right here, all of the textures that do exist. When you run a finger over this tattoo right here, it is guaranteed that we're going to feel all of those textures. I just want to confirm that this is exactly how a tattoo is not supposed to heal. A tattoo should heal natural when we run our hand over the skin. There shouldn't be any sort of textures or anything going on at all. And as you can see, not only that, the skin's really raised over here on the right area. So that right there is 110% on the technical application. The only way that that can happen is by the tattoo artist applying that sort of approach. The sort of technical approach that's going to leave these sort of results. We really have to fine tune ourselves, and we really have to get acquainted with the technical application and align all of the fundamentals. There are multiple variables to consider when we are applying specific designs, whether it's a design that includes lining or shading. We have to know how to approach a design. Now let's take a look at some more examples here. When these tattoos are freshly applied, we have to remember that these wounds are pretty severe, which makes our clients much more prone to infection. You can see on this design right here, in the areas where there's more ink deposit, it looks as though there may be some sort of infection going on there. So not only is our technical application contributing to the distortion and the bad look of a tattoo, the raised texture lines, it's also putting our client more at risk to getting infections. So that is something that we also want to be mindful of. Throughout the rest of these visual demonstrations, you're going to notice these symptoms here, some more raised lines right here and some blowouts going on. And you're going to notice on this one right here, we have some more raised lines. And you're also going to notice that in the areas where the raised lines heal, the ink is going to spread out tremendously more than other surrounding areas. You can see on this skin right here, there's textures going on and there's scarring in different areas of this tattoo. And on this one right here, you can obviously see the raised lines right there. So the next time that you look at a tattoo and you see any sort of sunken or raised lines or anything like this going on, it is 10 times out of 10 that that tattoo is healed with scarring, and it is 110% on the tattoo artist's fault, as this is avoidable. All we have to do is take our time, establish the fundamentals so we could avoid this sort of healing result. You can see on this tattoo right here, this one has really raised skin and textures all over the place. Not only that, the lines kind of blurred and you can't really see the design. This is another great example of blurring right here. And also there's textures that are going on that make me feel a little bit uncomfortable. I'm not sure if this is like freshly healed or already done. However, you can see these results are not desirable. The same thing with this design right here. In that tighter area where there's more fine lines that are blown out, that's going to be blurred and spread in together over time, and we're not going to be able to see those fine lines amongst the heavy line weight skin that's raised. This one right here is also kind of faded in my opinion, which lets me know the artist wasn't adequate with needle depth, as well as these circled areas. Kind of almost every single one of them are raised, so that lets me know the tattoo artist wasn't familiar with ink deposits, so they were just kind of drilling into those holes there. Here is a great angle that demonstrates more textures on skin, and again, we really have to be mindful because the last thing that we want to do is make anyone more prone to an infection. You can see here's another great look at that same design. These are indicative signs of scarring within tattoos. Now, I feel like this could conclude this video. I do kind of feel like I got some great points across. However, should you have any questions at all, I'm going to encourage you to drop a comment down below, and I'm going to do my absolute best to assist you in the best possible direction. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and ring that bell for me, as I will be bringing more videos like this for you all. I do also have social medias under the same name as my YouTube channel. I have Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok, all under Daniel Yuck. I would appreciate the support over there as well. With that being said, I appreciate your time and I thank you for watching. You have a great day. Are you wanting to develop your tattooing skill sets? Now you can practice and develop anytime, any place with an assortment of tattooing workbooks that I've created. With these assorted tattooing workbooks, we can practice our basic lining all the way to advanced lining. We can practice shading, shading placement, dot work, textures, and more. All we are going to need is a tattoo workbook of mine. We can use a pencil, pen. We can even use a tattoo machine with a ballpoint cartridge to develop our tattooing abilities further. That means that we don't need tattoo ink, we don't need napkins or petroleum jelly to get to practicing. Simply open one of my tattooing workbooks and get going. It really is that easy. You can get your hands on one of my developmental tattooing assorted workbooks by simply clicking the links in my description or in the pinned comment section below, or navigate navigating on over to Amazon.com, typing in Daniel Yuck, and you'll see all of the assorted tattoo workbooks that I've created come up. If you have an Amazon account, be sure to follow my Amazon author page, as well as I would greatly appreciate your support. Should you have any questions at all, drop them in the comment section down below. I will do my best to assist you in the best possible direction. With that being said, let's get right back into this video. Are you needing or wanting tattoo guidance? What about 4K high quality step-by-step follow-along tattoo sessions? Or maybe one-on-one tattoo support to get answers to your questions that are specifically tailored to your wants and needs as the artist? You can now become a Patreon where you will gain access to high quality 4K exclusive step-by-step follow-along tattoo sessions. I will be tattooing with you in a one-on-one step-by-step manner where I will be explaining what I am doing and why every step of the way. I will also be doing this in a high quality 4K format for your optimal viewing experience. On top of the one-on-one support and on top of the step-by-step tattoo session guidance, you will also gain access to exclusive tattoo stencils that you can download and place on your end to further develop your skill sets. I will leave a link for you in the description or in the pinned comment section below, or you can head on over to patreon.com/Daniel Yuck. When you become a Patreon, you will be getting one-on-one support where you can ask me as many questions as you'd like that are specifically tailored to your wants and needs as the artist. You will gain access to exclusive tattoo stencils that you can download and practice on your end. You'll also gain access to exclusive high quality 4K footage where I walk you through each and every tattoo session in a one-on-one step-by-step manner where I explain all the what's and why's along the way. Become a Patreon today. Thank you for your support in advance. I greatly appreciate you.